Welcome to a guided meditation for catastrophic thinking. At any time during this practice, if it becomes difficult, you can go back to noticing the breath. Even if you need to pause the practice within the app, do it. Take a break from the session and bring yourself back to the breath. Let's not allow ourselves to become lost in thought or to allow our mind to get away from the practice. This is where a lot of suffering can begin to manifest. And so instead, bring yourself back to the breath and noticing any rising and falling sensations of the breath. And with that, find your seat. Sit comfortably with an upright posture and close your eyes. Let's start by breathing slowly and deeply, and place your attention on how you are feeling, both emotionally and physically in this moment. But we're not analyzing here. We're just being with the experience. And so we are acknowledging our emotions and thoughts in a gentle, patient, and loving way. We're not trying to resist or change what we're thinking or feeling here. We're just becoming curious of the mind, becoming curious of this catastrophic thinking for just a moment. And so mindfulness also means acceptance of the present moment, whether it's our mood or our thoughts. And of course, if it becomes unbearable, you can steady your mind by bringing your attention to the breath. You can notice the physical rising sensations in the chest with the inhale, the falling sensations with the exhale. Let's not allow thoughts of worst case outcomes to distract us here. Maintain an open awareness of the breath, and then noticing the thoughts and emotions that come and go as you leave your attention here for a few moments. And as you sit here, watching the breath and watching each inhale and exhale with an open awareness, it's good to remember that there is no set length of time a person will experience catastrophic thinking. Time doesn't always alleviate catastrophic thinking, but it does help to lessen it. And so patience is an important virtue to remember here. There's no easy way out of the pain and suffering that we might endure as a result of catastrophic thinking. Yet it's important to feel the emotions and notice the thoughts as they are moving through us rather than avoiding or bearing them. And with that, just continue to place an open awareness over the breath. noticing all of the sensations of breathing, the air going in through the nose, the air leaving the mouth on the exhale. Again, noticing the steady and calming sensations of the rising and falling of the breath. And as you watch the breath, it's normal for images and feelings around catastrophic thinking to come and go. So you might notice anxiety or panic or fear. We can notice all of these things without getting caught up in the story of them. Let's not get caught up in thinking of them or becoming lost in thought. We can try to allow them to pass all on their own. And so we can allow them to enter our stream of consciousness and then allow them to pass on their own. And it's important to have some acceptance here. Again, not of the story of the thoughts themselves. They might not be true, but more of acceptance of the experience here. Resistance and trying to add or subtract anything here only creates more suffering. And so when we can have an open awareness of the present moment without any judgment and acceptance, we can find tranquility and peace. And if it helps to steady your mind and prevent it from wandering, you can count the breaths as they pass. So the in breath, 1, the out breath, 2, until we reach a count of 10, and then start the count over for the next few moments. And if your mind wanders or you become lost in thought, simply start the count over and count the breaths again. And notice if you are adding a story to your thoughts. So it's important here to just notice the catastrophic thinking, to be outside of it, to notice the feeling of it, the gravity of it, where we physically notice it more in the body, all while without adding anything to it, any judgment or examination or story. We don't want to be adding those things. The story of this thinking is separate from the feeling itself. You can notice these things without being critical of yourself or asking why you are this way or having these thoughts. See if you can truly see and be mindful of this catastrophic thinking without the story. And again, at any time, if this becomes intense or unbearable, or you get too caught up in it, we can bring our attention back to the breath and counting the breaths again. And the final moments of the practice here, let's just simply let go. Let go of maintaining any attention on the breath. Let go of anything we've been struggling with in this practice. Let go of anything we've been adding or resisting in this practice. Just sit here and allow the mind to do what it wants for the next few moments. And now, open your eyes. Thanks for sitting, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again for taking the time to practice. If you've enjoyed this practice, please be sure to like and subscribe. You can also join and become a member and receive access to courses and more. Head on over to declutterthemind.com for more and download our free iOS and Android app.